Hello everyone, my name is Jenna, but you guys can call me Jen. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Hi, hello, welcome to another weekend vlog. It's Friday today. It's sunny, it's warm, it's also wasp season. There are so many on my balcony right now. I do not want to even think of going outside. So I'm not. I'm waiting for my friend to come over. My bestie Cass is coming over. I'm so excited. I miss her all the time. She lives out of the city, like a couple hours away. So it's really nice when she comes back in and we can do things. So I think we're just gonna hang out and gab, which is usually what happens. We'll probably order some food, that kind of a thing. So love that for us. And this weekend's gonna be fun. This weekend's gonna be chill. I have, again, another productivity list that I would like to accomplish. So let's go over it at the beginning of this vlog. Number one, I would like to finish The Dragons of Deepwood Fen. The hard copy's over there, but I would like to finish The Dragons of Deepwood Fen by Bradley P. Beaulieu. This is reading goal number one. Reading goal number two, to read this novella, Dead Cattail Assassins by P. Djeli Clark. Amazing fun. And I would also like to dabble in something else because I have this entire stack for my D20 TBR. That is Fall Hopefuls. And then I also have some library books right over there that I would like to dabble in, namely the Megan E. O'Keefe books. I have a hankering. So those are the reading kind of plans, but number one, Dragons of Deepwood Fen. Number two, productivity stuff with writing. I need to get back into Airmount Book 3. So much so, my friends, I need to write, hopefully, all of part one this weekend, maybe even halfway through part two. So definitely all of part one needs to be finished for draft two, and we need to get going on this. So I think last time I checked, I was 12,000 words into the draft. So I would like to be around 20K by the end of this weekend, which is a lot of writing, but I know I can do it because I am nothing if not a super overwriter. And just like when I get into the groove of it, I can just hammer out those words. And there's going to be a little bit of like fresh drafting and then a little bit of like playing with the old words because it's draft two. So it should be fine. It should be okay. Other than that, another Airmount Books situation, I would like to record another 3 chapters this weekend for A Second Stories audiobook. That's the plan, that's the goal. But tonight, nothing's going to be happening because I'm just hanging out with my friend. So, love that for me. I've also started up Animal Crossing again. Fresh new island on this device here. So I'm going to be dabbling in that. I might dabble in that while I listen to audiobooks at some point because I know I have this one on Scribd. Is available through Scribd, or I guess Everand. I should call it by its proper name. But yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan of action. So number one, finishing The Dragons of Deepwood Fen. Number two, getting some work done on Airmount Book 3. Everything else is kind of just great if it happens. But yeah, it's gonna be a hot one this weekend, so I'm gonna be hiding in my air conditioning. That's it. That's all. Welcome to the vlog. I hope you're all well. And I hope you're all enjoying your August as we kind of look towards the end of it here. I can't believe we're already coming to the end of August. Let's do a heckin' vlog. Hello friends, happy Saturday, technically Sunday because it's 3 a.m. Hello. I wanted to pop in, update y'all. Sorry for the noise of my air conditioner. I'm just kind of gathering myself to go to bed. Realized I hadn't actually said anything today. I've just been doing B-roll. So that's how things kind of slide sometimes. And that's okay. We're getting away from the air conditioner noise now. Okay, friends. Hello. What a day. Today has been good and productive, but I also got up really late, so it was kind of shrunk in on itself in a very tiny time frame. But that's all right. It happens every once in a while. where, you know, you just decide, your body is like, yeah, let's not get up at a reasonable time whatsoever. Yeah, last night my friend Cass came over. It was lovely. I think she was over from like 7 p.m. and she left at like 1:30 a.m. It was such a wonderful night. We didn't do anything except for sit on the couch and talk. That's all we did. I didn't even put anything on the TV. Like, I had a, like, one of those atmospheric, like, fall things on the TV just for visual stimuli, and it just cycled into the next one and then into the next, because we just didn't put anything on and we just talked the whole time, and it was so lovely to catch up. It was exactly what I needed. I needed my bestie. It was great. What did I do today? I spent basically the whole day consumed by Animal Crossing. But as I was consumed by Animal Crossing, I did listen to and read, because I had it open with me, the entirety of the Dead Cattail Assassins. I read this in about like 2.5 hours, and it was a fantastic 2.5 hours of just sitting on my couch, playing Animal Crossing and reading this. And like I expected, I really enjoyed this because I love P. Djeli Clark's novellas so much. I like them all of his novellas, except for Ring Shout. I haven't read that one, but all the ones that I have read, I've liked more than his novel that he wrote. And I still really enjoyed that novel. But what he does with novellas, he has a special knack of getting richness out of such a short story. But like, this is, granted, this is a fairly chunky novella. It is kind of almost like a short novel. It's getting into that territory because it's just over 200 pages long. So it is like my preferred length of a novella, to be honest, to read, because then you actually get to sit with the story a little bit more. You get to sit with the characters. You get a full narrative. P. Djeli Clark is a master at crafting these narratives, and I had so much fun with this. You get to know these characters almost immediately. They just are so rich and they jump off the page, and you also get this delicious world building that you just want to know more about. Like, I want P. Djeli Clark to explore this world as deeply as he has with the Master of Jinn universe, with Fatima and like the magical Cairo. Like, I want that from this place because we got such interesting lore. I want to know more about the Shimmer. I want to know more about this god and her 2 branches of like acolytes, where she has her assassins and she also has her cooks. I want to know more about the cooks. I want a novella from the cook side. And it's so interesting, like the layered lore in this world, even though we are focused mainly on this story of this assassin who finds out. Okay, so I'm not going to spoil anything that's not talked about on the cover, and there's very, very little talked about on the cover. Evine, our main character, Evine the Eviscerator is her name, is a assassin for hire, essentially. She is a resurrected assassin. Like, she's she's dead. She's an undead being. She's part of this like guild of the Dead Cattail Assassins. She is sworn to a matron of assassins, and there's like different guilds and stuff like that. Her people and all the assassins have 3 rules that they must abide by, which contract must be just. And then second, even the most powerful assassin may only kill the contracted. Evine's a professional. She's never missed her mark, so you're not allowed to kill outside of your contract. And then the third and the simplest, once you accept a job, you must carry it out. And if you do not carry out that contract, a final death would be a mercy, like with like the punishment that you go through under this goddess that she's under. At the beginning of this, she's on a job, she accepts a contract that is just, and she's like, yeah, it's just another day. And she ends up being faced with a past that she is not supposed to remember and a vow that she cannot forget. And it kind of goes from there. So it's a mystery about a job, and it's a mystery about a person. And then from there, we kind of get more and more unveiled about the life of an assassin in the Dead Cattail Assassins, and in this specific like city that they're in. And there's a little dusting of like our little worlds. I don't know. It's cool. It's great. I really, really enjoyed this, and I highly recommend any of P. Djeli Clark's work. Like, he is so good at what he does. And I know no matter what, when I go into a P. Djeli Clark book, I am having a great time. Yeah, so I read that today, finished that today. Beautiful, amazing. Spent too much time on Animal Crossing. I am back on my obsession with it, which is totally fine by me. I needed something to do with my hands. I love cozy gaming. And I've also, let me guys know what you think. I am also kind of tossing around the idea of adding cozy gaming into my channel, specifically through like live streaming Stardew. Would you guys be into that? Into watching those? I know like cozy gaming is very specific, but it's like Cozy is kind of my brand. I love cozy stuff. I think it would be really, really fun to stream Stardew like that. It would just be through streams. It would be unedited content. It would be live streams that kind of just show up every once in a while, and then the streams would be uploaded to YouTube afterwards. They would be like up on YouTube afterwards that you can watch later if you miss a stream, like that kind of a thing. I've been toying with the idea for like a week and a bit now, because I did look into it, and my computer does support, because I have a laptop for work, and I know like some online gaming and PC gaming, like you need a good drive to be able to do it. I don't know the specifics, but I looked it up, and like what my computer can support Stardew, which is great. So I'm thinking of doing that, and I think that'd be kind of fun. Like I love watching cozy games, and people do like long plays and stuff like that. So, and I also really want to explore the new update, because I've just been watching people play the new update on YouTube, because I have Stardew on Switch, but the new update is not on Switch. So I kind of want to explore the new update. I want to explore playing on computer, because I've never been a computer gamer ever. I'm usually a console gamer, and even then, like, gamer is the furthest thing from what I am. Like, the only games that I have played are Stardew. Obviously, I got my Switch back in 2020 when Animal Crossing was coming out, so I had to get Animal Crossing, and I love Animal Crossing, as is my addiction is bad. Skyrim is my favorite game of all time, and I will never that'll never change. I love Skyrim so fucking deeply, with all of its flaws. I love it so deeply, and it's specifically the one that's like the Elder Scrolls version 5, I think, of Skyrim. I have Fae Farm as well, which is another cozy game on my Switch that I haven't played enough of. I've also got Breath of the Wild on my Switch, but specifically like what I would be streaming on my channel would be Stardew, and maybe even some other cozy games through Steam that that my computer could support. Maybe stuff like Gourdlets, which is brand new, which Ali introduced me to. I would also be into like checking out like really simple like free games on Steam sometimes, but it would mainly be Stardew. So let me know what you guys think, if you guys would be interested in that kind of content from me. I might do it anyways, even if no one is, because maybe it'll bring new people to the channel as well, which is always a fun time. I've also been this is 3 a.m. chats with Jen. I go off on rambly tangents. I'll get back to what I did today in a second, but I've also been kind of examining marketing and my role in social media for a while, because as an author, I use my social media, specifically TikTok, to market my books. Like, that is my biggest place of marketing my books. It's the place that works. It's the place that moves. But as a social media person on TikTok, I have been on TikTok since 2021, I think, is when I like started becoming more regular poster, more bookish content on there, instead of just having it as a random thing. Since then, I have grown. I'm almost at 5,000 followers on there, which is great, but my videos are stuck in a 200 to 300 view jail, and they always are. And occasionally it breaks out, goes to 600, occasionally it breaks out, goes to 1,000. Very, very, very rarely though. And it's just, I'm stuck in that 200 view jail, is what like a lot of people on TikTok call it. I don't know how to get out of that. So I've been like kind of thinking about like content and like what kind of content that I want to make. And then Rebecca Thorne, the author of Can't Spell Treason Without Tea, on TikTok has been doing kind of a like marketing for writers video series where she's talking about specifically using TikTok as a platform. And one of her recommendations was getting into like 3 separate niches on TikTok and doing like 3 separate avenues. And she's like specifically like, okay, like I have my book stuff, and then I have writer specific things, like writer specific like tips and tricks and that kind of things. And then she's like, and then I also have my life stuff. Like I have the gaming, I have random shit that she does. So she has her like 3 avenues that she gets views for. And then I was thinking about other creators that I watch and what their views are as well. Like Jason from Easy Cat Press. His stuff is books, board games, and then reacting to TV shows occasionally. I know he's doing like One Piece right now. I don't see a lot of the One Piece stuff, but I see a fair bit of his game and his book stuff, obviously. And I was just like thinking about it. I'm like, maybe that's what I need to get into, like trying to see what other creators are doing and like how they branch out, because I really only have 2 branches on mine, and it's bookish and then my books. You know, those are my 2 avenues. I've tried to break into different kinds of content, and I'm trying to see which specific kinds of content work. So like, I know occasionally photo reels work really well on TikTok. I know videos with my face do medium well, but videos without my face do very bad. It's a weird dance. It's a weird dance to like see what I need. So I'm taking that concept and kind of going also to my YouTube channel to maybe bring in some more viewers. And it's not even about like bringing in more viewers for like number wise or anything. I'm genuinely curious about more like doing different content as well, like on top of what I already do and already enjoy doing. So I think it would be kind of fun to incorporate the occasional cozy gaming stream. What do you guys think? I don't know, like social media is such a weird thing, and doing marketing of any kind is not my forte. I don't have a marketing degree. I don't know how people do it. It's a trial and error literally every day of my life. I did an experiment back in, I think it was April or May, to like post about my book every single day, about my books every single day. So I had promotional content for that every single day go up. So I had like the most generic, repetitive content, which I've also realized on TikTok is totally a good thing to do in some cases, because not everyone is going to see every single one of your videos. And so sometimes you can do the same content in two different formats. Like if you want to do a recommendation video, you can do a rec video and also a photo reel. So like it's using the same kind of concepts, but anyways, this is random 3 a.m. thoughts. I've been thinking a lot about it. I'm trying to figure out how to break myself out of the 200 view jail so that like my content is being pushed to more people. I can start to grow more organically, because obviously this is how I sell my books. This is how I market my books. And thankfully, whatever luck I have had, I have never had a month where I've not sold one copy of a book. I am very lucky in that way, and I've sold over 1,000 copies of my books now, which is crazy. Such a milestone. So it's only really going up from here, of course, but it's also really interesting to me to learn this stuff. So I don't know, if you guys have any creators that you like to watch that have content about marketing, about pushing your book, or about social media and the use of social media, please leave them down below. I'd be very curious to go check them out and see their perspective on this, because fighting the algorithm every day of my life is a battle that I always lose. I don't know how to work the algorithm, you know? That's just been on my mind recently, which is like adjacent to wanting to include some cozy stream stuff, because not that I'm trying to branch out specifically for the fact of like trying to get more viewers or trying to find my niche in marketing. YouTube is my comfort space. BookTube has always been where I am, and that's the content that I make. I sprinkle in AuthorTube as well, but I am also a person whose interests are varied and wide. And so I would like to maybe dip my toe in some other things, which includes streaming some cozy games, because I think that would be fun. I think it would be kind of fun to try and see that life a little bit. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Anyways, what else did I do today? I wrote for the first time in like weeks, which is amazing. I have my Scrivener file for book 3. I have it set up so the deadline is still August 30th, and I needed to write 11,000 words today to stay on task, which is how far behind I am. I wrote 1,400 words, which is still amazing, and I'm glad that I'm back in it. And I finally wrote a chapter that I've been meaning to write since I started the first draft. I skipped over this chapter because I knew there was supposed to be something there, I just didn't know what it was. And when I started the second draft, I skipped over the chapter again and just went further in because I just didn't know exactly what I wanted to do with this chapter. So I finally fucking wrote it. It is a mess, but I wrote it, and I can edit it and I can change it now. So I'm happy with that. I fucking wrote the chapter, which is great, because then now I have a little bit more depth and branching of what I wanted to do with Mary as a character right in the beginning of the novel. So love that for me. I'm back in it. I didn't do any audiobook recording today because my voice has been weird all day, and it's not my good audio recording voice. Like I could probably do it, but like it's been kind of rough all day that I'm like, no, I don't want to do that and then have like 1 chapter or 2 chapters in the book sound a little worse because my voice is off. Like I want my voice to sound good in all of my recordings. So hopefully tomorrow I can do a couple recording of chapters and stuff like that. But the goals that I set at the beginning of the weekend are kind of failing just a little, because yes, we read this, check, amazing, this goal has been reached, but the goal of finishing all of part 1 of Aramount Book 3 is probably not that achievable. I was looking at it today, and I think there's 4 or 5 chapters left to do for part 1. I might be able to do it if I want to do that tomorrow, but then I also give up reading time, and I would really like to get some work done on Dragons of Deepwood Fen. So I'm gonna see if I can balance it tomorrow. Also tomorrow I have someone coming to pick up some more books off Facebook Marketplace, so I need to go to bed. I'm setting my alarm for 9, 9:10, 9:15, 9:20, 9:10. I'm waking up by 9:30 tomorrow, and I am going to have the day. I'm gonna have enough time to do things during the day that I want to do. So I think because I usually write best in the latter half of the day, I'm gonna use like the morning and midday to read, and then the rest of it for this. And also I need to wash my hair tomorrow. I have no products for my hair anymore, so I'm just gonna be like, what tomorrow the hair is gonna do whatever it's gonna want to do, because I ran out of products and I haven't gone to like Walmart or whatever to pick up more products. I should really do that, but mom also wanted to go out for dinner tomorrow, so that's also a thing. But that's okay. Things are happening. Things are great. I've been talking for like 20 minutes. I'm gonna go to bed, but it's now probably 3:30. Yeah, just about 3:30. Yeah, I hope you're all doing well. Hope you're enjoying the vlog so far. Highly recommend this novella and any other of P.J. Clarke's works. I cannot wait to see what he comes out with next, because he's just a banger after banger. Everything. I need to read Ring Shout. I've avoided Ring Shout because I think I tried it once when I was not in the mood for like a horror-y, spooky KKK book, which that is. It's like the clan members become or are actual monsters. It's like a monster hunting. I don't know. It wasn't the subgenre that I wanted to read at the time, and so I just haven't gone back to it. But everything else that I've read by P.J. Clarke has been amazing. So love that for me. Absolutely 10 out of 10. This wasn't a 5-star, but it was great. It's gonna get like a probably 4-star. Yeah, probably. It was really fun. I really enjoyed it. My reading this August has completely turned around from July. I'm having the best time. Woo! Just a snoozing? You having a snooze? Are you a tired little girl? Are you a tired little baby? Oh, it's a little stretch? Oh, just a little one. Hi. You say hello to everybody? Yeah? Hi, baby. Hello. What's in the bag? What's in there? What's in here? What's in there? Oh, do you want bagels? You want bagels? No. Friends, happy Sunday. Yet again we find ourselves speaking to one another at an ungodly hour. Hello. I gotta go put my computer back over there. But oh, what a day. Did I do anything that I planned to do today? Barely. It can barely be considered actually being productive today, because I was sucked into the world of Animal Crossing again, and that promise to be up at 9:30 didn't happen. Why? Because my goddamn brain kept me up until 4:30 in the morning and then barely let me sleep. It was one of those sleeps that like I just was in like that half status of like being aware of my room the whole time, like trying to fall into a REM sleep. And then I actually fell into a REM sleep at 9. So I did not hear a single one of those alarms. And I was functioning all day on like 6 hours of sleep, barely. 5 to 6 hours of sleep, barely. And it wasn't even good sleep. So when I wash my hair, it's without the usual products that I have, because I'm out of them, my hair feels disgusting. It looks fine, but it feels disgusting because I had to use some like cream that's meant for people with thick hair and whatever I have in my cabinet that I use just the tiniest bit of it, and it's making my hair feel so greasy. I hate it. It's making it feel disgusting. So that's why it's up in a little pin right now, because I needed it out of my face. And then I read like maybe 30 pages of The Dragons of Deepwood Fen as I played Animal Crossing. I was listening to it. It was just a weird thing. I sold 3 books and then I was just so focused on Animal Crossing. I was like, I should be listening to an audiobook right now. So I started, and it was like an hour before I had to leave for dinner with my parents, and then I got 30 pages in an hour. Yeah, that's crazy. Every time I think of that, I'm like, what the fuck? I was on page like 175 and now I'm on like page 211. It's not enough. That book is taking me so long to get through. And yeah, I'm listening to it at like 2.5 speed. Still, it's taking me so long to get through. Wow. I need to just focus on it, I think. I think I just need to carve out a couple hours and see how much I can get done. There's also something in my eye. I apologize that I keep touching it. Yeah. Anyways, went to Mom and Dad's. We didn't actually go out for dinner. Mom mistook this weekend for my birthday weekend, but in fact my birthday is 2 weekends from now. And she was like, oh yeah, no, we're not going out this weekend. We're going out the weekend of your birthday. What am I talking about? I'm like, yeah, Mom, what are you talking about? I was down to go out for dinner, but this is fine too. So went there, they made pasta, it was delicious. And then came home and played more Animal Crossing. And I was like, I should probably like go for like maybe half an hour longer, and then I will just do some writing, because I've been saying that I needed to do a good ton of writing this weekend, and I just didn't. And I kept saying that until it was 1:30 a.m. And then I was like, finally, I was like, okay, I gotta stop this. And I gotta do something, even if it's like a 15-minute sprint, because my philosophy is if you take like 10 or 15 minutes, that's it, to just sit and work on something, and just those 10 to 15 minutes, however long you have, your brain will be tricked into wanting to work more. That is what my brain likes. And even if it's not, you've now done 10 to 15 minutes of work on it that you weren't going to do before. So it's a fun little like productivity trick that I try to get my brain into. I ended up adding over 2,000 words to the draft. Not all drafting words, but like editing what was there type of words, and like adding a couple things, and like just shifting a little bit of the character of Zanvi specifically, making it more fun for me. I got that chapter done, and I ended up splitting what was originally just chapter 8 into now chapter 8 and 9. So I've added a chapter because I like short chapters. Short chapters are nice. So, and they're much easier to read as a reader. So it's like 2:30 in the morning. So I'm gonna go to sleep, or I'm gonna try at least. Hopefully my brain lets me actually sleep. That's what's up, that's what's happening. Tomorrow is Monday, but I don't have anything going on in the evening, so I will be doing more things. I would like to get some more reading done tomorrow specifically, and some work on Irma Book 3, and I would also like to record some audiobook tomorrow, so fingers crossed that my voice is normal tomorrow. It is pretty normal today. I just focused on cozy gaming all day, which is also fine. It is the weekend, and I can do what I want. I need to bring in the routine, even if it's like an hour of audiobooking. That's nothing. I can get a couple chapters done in an hour, and then I can come back out of that hole and do other things. It's just an hour. I gotta remind myself that. It's not like I'm carving out like 5 hours to do audiobooking. I shouldn't do that to my voice anyways. Trying to trick your brain into things. That's the productivity of the weekend. That's the productivity learned about the weekend. Anyways, friends, I'm gonna leave it here for tonight, and I'll chat to you tomorrow for Monday. Hello everyone, happy Monday. Welcome to Monday. where it's actually nice out. Like it was in the 30s Celsius, which is high 90s Fahrenheit for you Americans. All weekend. It was just disgusting outside. Yesterday it was so humid, and today it's like 22. I can wear a long sleeve. It's so nice. Thriving. Anyways, I just went and picked up off of Facebook Marketplace a puzzle from my favorite puzzle company, the Galveston Puzzle Company that I've gotten those 2 previous puzzles from. It's a fall market one. How cute. I'm excited. This is coming up to the lake with me this weekend because it's a long weekend in Canada, Labor Day weekend. So I'm bringing this up to the lake and we're gonna do a fall puzzle. And then I also decided on the way home, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to McNally. I'm gonna have a mosey because I've been seeing so many Jellycats on TikTok that I need to go see what they have just to go see. While I'm there, I'll go get hair products and stuff, but Shoppers had no hair products. I'll have to go to like Walmart or something tomorrow because this was like 30 minutes away from me in the city, other end of the city, to a place I've never been. And it was very fancy. It was very nice. It was very like cozy wozy. The streets were a little tighter than usual. Houses were all crowded in. It was very cozy out there. But anyways, at McNally, I picked up Camp Damascus. I finally bit the bullet because I really enjoyed Bury Your Gaze. So I want to read his other horror one, and it's blurbed by my girl N.K. Jemisin, saying it's a genuinely terrifying nightmare. So love that. And of course, I saw him sitting on the shelves. I went to go look at all the Jellycats. I went and had to peruse. I smiled at a bunch, but none were really calling my name. And then I went back down because my McNally has like 2 floors. Upstairs is like the kids area, and then downstairs is everything else. So I went back down and I could not get this little fucker out of my brain. This little happy, sad cloud. He's sad. He's got a little frowny frown. A little frowny frown. I couldn't get him out of my head. He's got a good weight to him and he feels incredible. I don't want to ever stop touching him. Like this is the best. So he needs a name. I will take votes in the comments. I picked up this. It's a treat me day. 3 of my favorite things. Stuffies, books, and puzzle. And now I am extremely hungry. So I'm gonna see what I can make. I'm thinking, depending if my tacos are still good. Yeah, they're still crispy. I'm gonna pop these in the air fryer and I'm gonna make another taco salad, which I had the other day, which was very tasty. A chicken taco salad. So I need to get my little saucepan. Where did I put that? Here you are. Freshly washed. Get my little saucepan. I'm gonna make a little bit of a chickeny taco situation, and that's gonna be my dinner. But friends, what a day. What a day. It's Monday. Feels like a Monday. I'm thriving. Also, if you want to know where I got this this shirt because it's very cute. Let me see if I can prop you up a little better. Casually on my stove, that's fine. Nothing is on. Stay. So it's like a long sleeve, cozy wozy situation. It's a cabin retreat. It's a cabin reading retreat. I got it from Book Babes Design. Allie and I were watching their socials as they were releasing these designs for fall. And so I had to when they came out with this launch, which was great. So it arrived the other day and now I can actually wear it today because it's actually cool enough. So love that. Anyways, friends, I'm gonna cook and then I'm gonna start editing this vlog. So I'll chat to you a little later. Well, friends, we have reached officially the end of this vlog. Let's recap. Let's take a look at the goals that I set out for myself at the beginning of the weekend because we failed. We definitely did not do them all, but that's okay. So we had read the entirety of The Dragons of Deepwood Fen. I did not do that. I read 30 pages of it. We also had read the entirety of The Dead Cattail Assassins, which I did do. Check. Love to see it. I have yet to run that through Cropile, but I did really enjoy it, and it was a great little 2.5 hours of my weekend. And then I also had dabble, potentially. I dabbled mostly in cozy gaming. I also had Airmat Book 3 work. Part 1 was the goal this weekend. I did not. I did not finish part 1. And I did not hit 20,000 words either, but I did add about 4,000 words to the draft, which is better than nothing. And I'm glad that I did work on it at all, despite it ruining my sleep schedule even further when I did work on it. Number 5 was the Second Story audiobooks, which I did not work on because why? Cozy gaming reigns supreme. It took over my entire weekend, and you know what? That's okay. So the to-do list, the productivity to-do list, it got changed, it got messed around, and it did not get completed. But you know what? That's okay, because I had fun. I did do some things, and it was a recharging weekend, which is great. We love to see it. And then today, I did go and treat myself to a new puzzle, a new book, and a new Jellycat, who needs a name. I'm thinking something like Muse, because if you look at the tag on it, on him, on them, whichever pronouns, they say, I am a musable storm cloud. Please look after me. So I was like, amusable? Muse could be interesting. Or something like droplet could be interesting as well, because he's a storm cloud. Or thunder, if we're going real into it. Let me know. Let me know your opinions about names. If you have other suggestions, I'd love to know. This is the new addition to the Jen Colignan family, and I love them very deeply. Anyways, my friends, I'm glad we had a good weekend, and I quite like this setting out goals at the beginning of the weekend and then seeing if we do achieve them by the end of the weekend, because it's really the only way, as we kind of go into September soon, that I'm gonna have, the weekends are really the only time that I have any time to do anything for my writing, because during the week it's a lot of teaching, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday goes by like that, and then suddenly it's the weekend and I'm like, oh shit, I haven't done anything this week. So this year I do want to see if I can try find a better balance with that. So I'm gonna start introducing this like to-do goals, plans list for the weekends for this productivity stuff, things that I want to do, even if it is just read, or even if it is just spend some time cozy gaming. I'm gonna do a little to-do list because my Virgo ass loves completing lists, even though this list was an absolute shit show by the end. Anyways, my friends, thank you so much for watching. I will catch you guys in another video very soon. Stay kind and keep on reading.